The day begins for the people of Tigard with the sun rising over the majestic outline of Mount Hood, illuminating a big city which has never lost touch with its small-town roots. Tigard has grown over the years, but the city which hosts a giant regional shopping mall has preserved its founder's home. The city, whose streets are lined with stores, restaurants, theaters, and more, still has maintained large amounts of wetlands and green spaces, ensuring and maintaining the quality of life and livability which inspired people to move here in the first place. It's a town where there are more trees than houses, where many neighborhoods look more like a forest than a housing development. Sure, there are opportunities for shopping and entertainment and work, and for finding all the services and amenities we require. Every urban area offers these. But in Tigard, you can still launch a boat into the river, or play sports at the parks, or feed ducks, or walk along tree-lined trails, stopping to visit the butterfly garden, or maybe just pausing to enjoy watching wildlife in their natural habitat. Tigard is a city of vision, guided by citizens who care about their community. It's citizen involvement that makes Tigard work, and it's thanks to the vision and leadership of generations of our citizens that Tigard has preserved so much of its character and charm. Tigard may have preserved its small-town charm, but it faces big city demands for infrastructure and services. Things like streetlights and traffic lights, sidewalks to give our citizens and our children a safe place to walk, and our road system. 140 miles of paved streets that keep the people of Tigard in motion, traveling to work, to school, to the supermarket, to the malls, and yes, to the parks and open spaces. These roads represent one of the biggest investments owned by the people of Tigard, an investment that's in trouble. Our roads are maintained in large part by gas tax money, a source of funding that hasn't risen in 10 years, even as maintenance demands have increased at an overwhelming rate. The problem is simple. There isn't enough money to maintain our roads, and if we don't maintain them, in a few years we'll need to replace them at 5 times the cost of maintenance. To address this issue, the Tigard City Council appointed a citizen task force to determine the degree of the problem, the basic needs, and how to meet them. After more than a year of work, the Transportation Financing Strategies Task Force found a solution successfully followed by other communities facing similar demands. They recommended a street maintenance fee to fund traffic lights and street lights, sidewalk repair, and road maintenance. The City Council now is seeking additional citizen input as it weighs enacting this fee. As we travel around our community, we tend to take traffic signals and street lights for granted. However, these essential items constitute a significant cost for our city. Maintaining street lights and traffic signals in Tigard and paying for the power to operate them costs nearly $500,000 a year, which comes out of the limited gas tax revenues. Not only does the street maintenance fee provide for this expense, it frees up gas tax money so it can be used to pay for street and sidewalk projects and repay loans used to expand major streets. It may surprise you to learn that sidewalks require ongoing maintenance, and sometimes even replacement, or serious safety problems can occur. The growth of trees, often found near sidewalks, settling, even earthquakes all cause damage. Without ongoing maintenance, problems like upheaval can create dangerous tripping and falling risks. The street maintenance fee will allow the city to perform ongoing sidewalk maintenance along the major roads in Tigard. Some land along collector and arterial streets, called the right-of-way, often is not properly maintained. The street maintenance fee will allow the city to provide this service, which will improve the appearance of the city and remove potential fire hazards by trimming tall, dry grass along the roadside. Tigard streets are built well and built to last. A street in good condition looks great and provides a safe, smooth ride. But many factors work to break down even the finest road. Sunlight, heat, cold, rain, solvents like oil products and gasoline. All these elements are at work attacking pavement. But the biggest enemy is traffic. Wear and tear by cars and trucks places intense stress upon the road surface and the roadbed underneath. A street surface has to be strong, yet flexible. It flexes when it is heated and cooled by natural elements, and when it bears the awesome weight of traffic. This is not a problem for a fresh, new street surface. However, as streets age, the surface weakens. When first applied, asphalt is a rich, dark color. But over time, as the sun repeatedly bakes the surface, the color fades and the asphalt dries out and becomes brittle. Rain, ice, and petroleum products leaked from cars and trucks further weaken the asphalt. Then, traffic adds tremendous pressure to the already weakened surface. You've no doubt noticed the wheel ruts that appear along well-traveled roads. As can be expected, these are the areas that fail first. It starts with minuscule cracks, but in time these can spread across the roadway. While you notice these cracks, the greatest damage is occurring out of sight, beneath the street. It is this damage that leads to major roadbed failure. To learn why preventative maintenance is so important, let's first look at several Tigard streets on which cracks have been sealed. These are the dark stripes you see on the road. This sealing process is like patching leaks on your roof. It stops water from getting in and doing damage. This is one form of maintenance. Another technique is to overlay the street with a fresh coat of asphalt. This is more expensive but more attractive, and it provides a good, solid, long-lasting surface. Notice the difference between old asphalt and new. Whether by sealing cracks or overlaying the street, prompt maintenance is essential to protect our investment in the Tigard transportation system. If left untreated, even small cracks can lead to major problems which can only be permanently fixed by ripping up the old roadway and replacing it, at 5 times the typical cost of maintenance. We've all seen plenty of streets, but to understand why even a small crack in the road, when coupled with rain and traffic, can cause severe damage, we have to look below the surface to find out what's happening underneath the street. This is where the worst damage actually takes place. Although thickness and load capacity vary, most Tigard streets are constructed in a similar fashion. At the surface is a 4-inch layer of asphalt. Directly below is a layer of 3/4-inch crushed gravel, which rests upon a thick layer of 2-inch rock. All this sits upon the prepared subgrade of naturally occurring rock and soil. When water enters a crack in the road surface, it passes harmlessly through the layers of rock underneath and sits on top of the soil. It is at this point that the weight of passing cars and trucks comes into play. As wheels roll across the street above the water deposit, a hydraulic effect called pumping occurs. The weight of each vehicle causes the asphalt to flex. This, in turn, forces the water downward. This pumping action takes place every time a car or truck passes over the trapped water. Eventually, this hydraulic effect compresses the subgrade or soil on which the road sits. This creates a pocket, which no longer supports the road above it. Then, it's only a matter of time before the pavement collapses and falls into the hole, creating a pothole. Potholes pose a serious danger to your car's suspension and tires. Striking a pothole can damage your car and even cause you to lose control and have an accident. Much of Tigard's 140 miles of roads is old and in need of repair. The maintenance shortfall was $2 million in 1999 and has steadily increased. Many streets now require overlay or major reconstruction. Streets in almost every part of Tigard show signs of wear and even failure. Allowing this situation to continue will only compound the problem, leading to greater deterioration of our streets and even costing more to fix in the future. Tigard is a city of vision, and we are at a crossroads. We can act upon our vision to protect our investment in city streets, creating smooth, well-maintained, and long-lasting roads. or we can continue to watch as our streets fall into ever-worsening decay. The proposed street maintenance fee will provide the money to solve this problem. Such a fee already is in place and working successfully for cities throughout the state, including Tualatin, Wilsonville, Ashland, and more. The Tigard City Council is considering such a fee for Tigard, and is seeking additional citizen input before making a final decision. What will it cost you to preserve and maintain our city streets? The cost is minimal. For a single-family home, the fee will be $2.54 a month, added to your water bill. For multifamily housing, the cost drops to just $1.76 a month. Because businesses generate more traffic and have a much greater negative impact on our streets, they will pay more based upon the type of business and their size. This will ensure that businesses pay their fair share for maintaining our roads. The future of our city and our street system is in our hands. It's up to us to set the path the city will follow, to determine a course of action. Tigard can be a city of pristine, well-maintained streets, roads, sidewalks, and pedestrian areas, if that is the vision we choose to set for our hometown.